this is Michèle from Dasami Publishing with a new episode of Dasami Bookworm Podcast. I am so excited about today. I have such a phenomenal team with me, and we are going to do the introductions. I am delighted to introduce Claire, our newest intern in editing. Hello, Claire.
Hi.
And obviously we have our editor, an executive editor, Raquel.
Hi there.
And our marketing guru, Perla.
Hi.
The reason I'm so excited is we have this phenomenal project we're working on. It's Hell's Sacrifice, which is the prequel to Hell's Daughter and Hell's Key. So we're going to be chatting about that a little bit so you can learn more, and you'll be giving you little surprises and little incentives, and we'll let you know when it's going on pre-sale. So you'll just have to pay attention to the Instagram. So first to start, Claire, you're just with us. How are you feeling about your project?
I'm really excited. It's amazing opportunity to start and get work on a young adult book as well. It's going to be really exciting.
Excellent. So you've started to skim through the book, so you're familiar with it, to do help with the marketing, on the marketing team. What are your thoughts so far?
I'm really enjoying it. I actually have not read the other two books. This is my first experience into the world that's been created, and it's so well written. The characters really jump off the page.
Excellent. We love to hear that. Trinity Rose has been with us. It's her trequel. It's her prequel for the trilogy. So I'm trying to make up a new vocabulary there. Shorten every word. So speaking of language, Raquel, you have read the first two. You're going to be starting on the third one pretty soon. What are your thoughts about editing books in general? What do you look for in your process?
Well, the first thing I always ask the authors is what they want readers to get from the book and what the central message that they want to convey is, and so then I can read the book and actually make sure that is jumping off the page. And I think in this case it's really interesting because it's a prequel, and writers grow as time goes by, so it's a very interesting case of seeing the characters before they appeared on Hell's Daughter, but seeing even more mature Trinity Rose, mastering her craft. So it's a really interesting combination of circumstances there.
I think a prequel is quite hard to do because you've already established a cast of characters, and to go back in time when you have matured as a writer, as you said. So I'm very excited to read it myself. Actually, I've done the perfect skim up front, obviously, before we published the book. So Perla, with the marketing, what do you think the key points are for in the YA, in the YA genre?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm really excited to be working in marketing with Claire and Maria, that she couldn't join us today, but also another intern. And I guess we want to focus, maybe our audience is very involved with social media, so we will be posting everything there, all the updates, all the events, made possible events. And I guess just maybe even some sort of video, trailer, I don't know, it's quite engaging for that type of audience, and hopefully get people really excited about the book, and yeah, that's the kind of plan.
So I put you on your kind of on the spot. So what we'll do, Perla, you started as an intern and now you're part of the creative team. So tell us a little bit about the journey with Dasami.
I started actually with Raquel as interns in another project where I'll be doing the illustrations and cover design, which also very exciting. I appreciate the opportunity to be so involved in this type of thing. And yeah, I guess I also have an interest in marketing, and I don't know, I guess actually we're working in several other projects. Yeah. So it wasn't a jump from the first one to this one. We're involved in other projects as well, and I guess just trying different things. And now that we're in the creative team, it's just really exciting to be part of different projects and different areas.
And this is quite new for you because your degree is in architecture.
Yes, it's a bit of a change for me, but I kind of, I love architecture, but I was really interested in this world and I kind of wanted to try it out. And obviously I love readings, I love books, and I also get to do my art, my illustrations, which is just like so perfect, the combination. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I saw when you sent over your portfolio, and a lot of it had to do with the architecture, but the creative parts that you did were so, I mean, the 3 glasses, that's what really drew me, because I love that. When a picture evokes, you know, thoughts and ideas, and that's really interesting, you know, even though it sounds 3 glasses, but what you brought to it was most impressive.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Raquel, what do you enjoy most about your editing process? What you like to do?
I just really enjoy seeing, you know, the journey, have a first draft, and then that is transformed into a book. And comparing that first draft to the book, it's mind-blowing how something can, you know, move so far along and become something sometimes completely different, but better, because it's a collaboration always, and all parties, so the editor, the author, proofreaders, they all want to make the book better, and it's that drive and that enthusiasm that makes, you know, the finished product that the reader will see. So it's really interesting, and, you know, it's very humbling as well to be allowed into that world and for the author to trust you, to trust your opinion, and that you're doing, you know, the utmost for their book. So yeah, I'm really thankful for the opportunity to be involved in that.
And there is another project that you're working on that will be published next year, so we're not going to reveal the title, but Perla, you're involved in it, and Raquel, you're involved in it, and working with another author.
Yeah.
And it has been a pleasure to work with this author. We'll be giving her kudos later, I promise. With the characterization, and because that's kind of a fantasy as well. It's got a different world in it, and then you get to create those aspects.
Yes.
So, but now with that other world, with the illustrations you're going to be working on, Perla, how do you approach that?
I guess first of all, it would be like the scenes that I like the most from the book, the ones that I can picture like really clearly, I guess, and I guess my favorite characters as well. I don't know. That's where I start. I obviously I check with the author if they want a specific scene that they've been like imagining, or like the way they picture stuff. I always want to check with the author, obviously, but yeah, I think that's how I start. Like the scenes that like are the most, I don't know, are just attractive to me. Yes.
I know, and you do check with the author. However, this publisher was opinionated about one character in yet another book that you're working on that I have requested that you draw. So just because I love this character in the book so much. So yes, even though the authors have say, but Michèle gets a little bit sometimes. Only when it's a favorite character. So listening to the different ideas that you're going to be working with, Claire, you're going to be helping with the proofreading and the editing, as well as working on the marketing. What do you think, and I'm putting you, I don't want to put you on the spot, but what do you think is going to be the most challenging for you?
Oh, I suppose instinctively I'd say the marketing. Just my degree was in English Literature, creative writing, so I have a bit more of experience with the words, the images and the marketing, and the that side of it this is all going to be completely new, and it's very exciting, and I'm definitely willing to jump right in, but that'll be the most different, I suppose, from my past experience.
And part of the reason we wanted to offer that to you was that although you weren't there in the beginning with the editing, you will see the entire process near the end, which includes the marketing. So you'll see the whole shortened version, of course, on the entire process, other than the line-by-line editing. So that is something that you'll be able to add to your portfolio and the different degrees and such.
It's really cool because it is going to see the same project completely, like you were saying, transform from just words on a page to this whole full book. It'll be really cool.
And so we'll actually have to do at a later point in time, we'll do the survival manual. Yes, I got through it. I survived the publishing of the book. Raquel, is there something that's more challenging in editing for you?
I guess it really depends on the author sometimes. Like you mentioned earlier, an author that we're working with, who is absolutely lovely. But some authors, very understandably, they are protective of their work, and they maybe have, some ideas that they have trouble letting go of. So sometimes there can be a little bit of, push and pull with you as an editor, trying to, you see it from their point of view and trying to get them to see from your point of view and get to a middle ground. So that can really affect the process. But all of the authors of Usami so far have been really, really nice. So yeah, I'm really loving it so far, and there's been no problems.
I have to say that the authors, like the rest of our team, we only take lovely ones on. So, so if you see anyone on the author page, they're absolutely wonderful, and they're talented writers. So the other part of it as well, as the authors are new, we selected not only to go into publishing, as which is challenging to get into, but also it's all brand new authors. And that's another bit of a challenge, but I think it's very important for even a small publishing company to give those authors a voice, to give them the opportunity to get their work out there when they are really, really talented. And that's with the internship program. We offer the same opportunities, and I'm actually quite proud of it, because we collect such wonderful, creative, talented people, and that's the benefit that we actually get. And I like to think it's symbiotic, and that they have the opportunity for the experience. I don't like to say work experience, it is work, but we try to make it as fun as possible. I try to do that. I'm a serious believer in treats. So with that, I think that is any thoughts or ideas that you want to put out there? I'm putting everybody on the spot right now.
I think just to thank you, for involving us in all of these projects. Yes. And that I do agree, that is the beauty of, small independent publishers, that they can give voice to authors that perhaps are rejected by the major publishers. And to get, work experience with major publishers, you need to have already tons of experience, but here you welcome everyone based on who they are and their talent, and gives us opportunities to make friends. So yeah, I think we all really appreciate Usami and what you do, so you should be proud of it.
Thank you, Raquel. Oh, you'll get that extra treat next week. So I always love to put everybody on the spot about the shout out, and I usually save myself for last, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to think of who you want to do your shout out. My shout out this week is to thank Eilidh here at the Curler's Rest, who was so courteous and so lovely and so personable, and found us a little corner so we could do our podcast here. So definitely visit the Curler's Rest, and if you see Eilidh, say hi. She's absolutely lovely. So that's my shout out to someone who's just very gracious and personable. And we will start with Perla. Who's your shout out to?
I guess my parents, that always support me in everything I want to do, and yeah, they're great. They're so great. I guess to them.
Excellent. Raquel.
I'm actually gonna give a shout out to Perla, because she's like my partner in so many things here at Usami, and I couldn't get through it without her. So.
Oh, same. I wanna add to my shout out. Small addition to my shout out.
Absolutely, I love that. That's great. That's wonderful. Perfect shout out. So we got those. Claire, now it's your turn. Who would you like to do a shout out to?
My goodness, I guess we've already given you lots of compliments, but it has to be to you. This is my first opportunity in the publishing world, and I'm very excited, and I'm glad that you were willing to take me on and see where this goes.
Aw, thank you. Your extra treat is next week too. Well, I hope you all have enjoyed our little chat today about marketing and working with editors, marketing, and the things that we do to create the beautiful published book. As you know, this is Hell's Sacrifice. Trinity Rose is our author, and we'll be doing a pre-sale at a very, very soon. And this is Michèle from Dasami Bookworm Podcast. As always, I wish you a sunny day.